Hello, my name is Gregtech82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I think it's time to get some tungsten steel. Actually, before I do that, I did put another elevator in here. What I've done under here is I've added another HV energy hatch to my vacuum freezer, and I kind of figured the battery's output, what is it, 2048, and we look at the tungsten steel recipe here. So they output 2048. No, that I want that one. Yeah, and I need 1920. So I can only lose what, 120-ish EU per tick before I run out of power here. And these cables that I've done, now I know these aren't the most effective, because they do lose 2 EU per volt per, or like 2 EU per tick per cable. But times 4, because 4 amps are going to be good on it. So they're losing 8 EU per cable. If I am correct in that's how they work. I think that's pretty sure that's how they work. So by the time they get to here, we're not going to have enough. It's going to run for a little bit, but it'll probably shut off like I had problems with the other, running the blast furnace, because this is just a little bit closer. So what I have done is added the battery buffer here, and just for cooking up tungsten steel, I think I'm just gonna throw some batteries in there. Ooh, not that. And hopefully with the batteries that close, obviously now these are a bit short, but I'm not really running anything right now. This will get better once I get power directly off the Lapotron crystals, which is my goal. I'll have them coming out like this way. But for now, this is kind of just there to hopefully get this stuff cooked up, because I don't want to lose another one like I did in the blast furnace. So I'm being like extra careful. So let's go ahead and throw those in, and right, I probably need to, yeah, there we go. So hopefully with that buffer, we'll get enough. I really need to paint these. I forgot to paint it again. So as we can see, this isn't getting enough power. So we're draining at a pretty good clip here. Although I only have 2 batteries outputting here, so that is probably the reason I'm not getting that. So I wish there was an easier way to, like, does that? Okay, so I just didn't even realize. But if you click on these cables, it tells you how much EU is going through that. Wow, I'd never realized that before, that the cables would tell you that. So that's pretty amazing. And I'm just noticing there's a heat thing. Will that tell me how much, like, fluids in pipes are? So like that's chlorine? No, see, that doesn't tell you the temperature. I wonder what that heat, what's that for? Cables? I really don't know. All right, so we look at that. Yeah, so I would only be getting, like without this here, I would be getting like 478 and 476, which is just not enough to cook the tungsten steel. So I'm glad I put the battery buffer here. Because last thing I want to do would be to lose ingots. But there is my tungsten steel. So I'm gonna, I just don't have enough batteries for that. I could go ahead and craft some those easier ones to make. I don't want to use all my sodium either, because I use quite a bit of sodium for that recipe too, so I just don't want to use a whole bunch. And I'm going to be changing that sooner than later. Anyway, so now that we got our tungsten, and apparently, oh, that is off. Probably because I pulled out... Oh, there it goes back again. Yeah. Since I pulled the batteries out, my AE system wasn't getting enough power. Yeah, because I have two power sources. This one does not get enough power off the MEV cable. My AE system is too big for that. Yeah, 382. So that doesn't get enough power from there. I think it only gives it 1 amp. So I added a second energy acceptor over here. But the problem is this is a P2P network, or a tunnel or whatever, so if the, like, this can be powered, but it won't power the rest of the system. It won't transfer power into the main thing. So I really need the energy acceptors connected to the main thing, which that doesn't, unfortunately. So this is probably going to have to move at some point. This controller needs to be connected directly to my main kind of power line. Anyway, enough of that. So we got our tungsten steel, which means we can go ahead and start crafting up my tier 2 rocket here. So I guess we will, let's take a look. Where are you? Space Race. Finding this raw meteoric iron is annoying. I have 2. I literally just have to stand on the surface of the moon and wait for meteors to hit. That, I don't like that. And it looks like it may be needed for something. Anyway, so we got this. So I need to craft up another, well, I have a data stick actually. I do need to craft up this mainframe, which is a pain. And this heavy duty plate, and I think I figured I need 11 of those, I think, for a tier 2 rocket. No, I definitely want to do one of these with the chest. But I'm not sure the quest will accept that, so I may craft this, and then if it doesn't accept it, cheat in the one that does accept. But yeah, so there's the 10 heavy-duty tier 2 plates there, and I think, I don't remember, but I think I've looked at everything else, and nothing else requires the, yeah, none of this requires the heavy-duty plates. Nope, except for that. So I need 11 of these is basically what comes down to, and the only annoying thing is that this does 3, so I'm gonna have some molten tungsten steel left over in an assembler. That's a pain. Anyway, let me go ahead and get some of this stuff crafted up because I've done most of this before. You can't, like, salvage this down, can you? I guess you could. Is that worth it? To get all this stuff back? I mean, I do have to convert this again. Maybe it'd be worth it to, like, smelt that down, get the stuff back, and then use that components to craft the second one. I think I'm probably going to do that. Because I'm assuming I won't need another tier 1 rocket ever again. I'll just use my tier 2 rocket. But anyway, let me go ahead and craft up a bunch of this stuff, and we will continue. Thankfully, I have been storing up a whole lot of this stuff. So I have 58 stacks of gelled lean, however you want to say it. Alright, before I get started with crafting all the components, I decided to do the quest for my schematic here. And to get that, I need a scanner. Now this thing is probably one of the most expensive machines I've built so far, because it needs 4 workstations. For the HV tier, so holy cow, was that expensive. But we do need... probably put this underneath actually, because I'm not going to use it very often. Could even like throw it on like this line or something. Kind of want to put it somewhere a little out of here. Let's just throw it right there. Oh, we'll probably move that at some point, but apparently, according to the quest, each rocket needs a construction plan, scan it in an HV scanner, and put the construction data on a data stick. The Tier 2 rocket uses an elite circuit in the heavy-duty Tier 2 plate, and the data stick in an EV circuit assembler. We'll go ahead and do that. Now I'm just realizing this is telling me to do an EV circuit assembler, which I do not have, and I can't get it because doesn't it need like a bunch of tungsten? No, it needs an HV, not an EV. Alright, so that made me a little nervous there. So this is actually wrong, this quest. Because I don't have an HV or an EV circuit assembler. I don't remember why. There was something gating me. How long does this take? Oh, that takes a long time. Alright. So we'll let that just kind of go. So I wish I could have known that it had taken longer, as long as it took. There is no recipe for it. Like, if you... So here's the schematic. Like, there's no... It doesn't tell you how long it takes. So that's good to know. Now, I think I have all the stuff I need for the Tier 2 rocket. I haven't smelted it down yet, because I want to make sure I have enough meteoric iron ingots. Otherwise, if I smelt the rocket down and I can't get back to the moon, and I don't have enough of this, kind of screwed there. But let's see. Yeah, that's... I need to make these, is what I need to make. So let's take a look at this. We need 11 of these. So I need 11 heavy-duty plates and 22 meteoric iron plates. Yeah, I think I may possibly need some more. I'm not 100% sure though. Because the one other thing, I'm trying to remember. So the Tier 2 rocket, one of these needs this. Oh, can't remember. One of these components I feel like needed these. So I need 6 compressed meteoric steel plates. So I need 18 meteoric iron. Oh, it looks like I just have enough, actually. Alright, so I think... And I also have meteoric iron right there. I have another, like, 6 of that. But I just gotta be really careful with this. So, like, this... Like, none of this uses meteoric iron, right? No. I just gotta make sure there's absolutely nothing that I need before I smelt down this rocket, because that would be horrible. But I do want all the stuff back, so I don't have to craft up all the alloys. So I think I may go ahead and throw this in my arc furnace and get all this stuff back. I'm just so nervous about doing this. But it's going to give me 36 heavy duty alloy, and then I can use that to craft this up. Right? Yeah. So I'll get a bunch of that. Compressed steel. Alright. And I have extra meteoric iron if needed. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw this in here. Hopefully I haven't screwed anything up. Alright, so let me come back kind of when I get some more components here, and we'll take a look at the data stick, one that finishes. Okay, so I ran out of industrial TNT. I just need to make some more. But I got 8 heavy-duty plates so far, and you do actually get tungsten steel back. You don't get much, unfortunately. So I use, what do I use? I don't remember the exact ratio that I use. But I do get some of it back to cook up if I want. I'm not going to worry about that right this second. Put that away. Alright, so I have my heavy duty plates. I have my main frame, and then I need the data stick. Is this still cooking up? Yep, just about halfway. And there is the data stick. So we got that. And then we put this in the circuit assembler. I really hope this, no, that's just going to show data sticks. Yeah, soldering ally, that's what I was curious about. So one of those, and one of those. And how long does this take? 450 seconds. Thankfully, I'm getting enough power in here. Yep, 510 EU per tick. I wish I would have known about the scanner with the cables before. Anyway, so there is that cooking up. Now I just need, once I get this, I just kind of wanted to open up the quest. I'm sure some quests will open up once I complete that. And then, yeah, I guess we can go ahead and just start crafting all the different components. But I'm not going to do this while recording since I have done this before. And there is my schematic. So let's go ahead and see what kind of quests this open up. We'll take the titanium. Alright, so that only opened up one thing. Oh. Why not recycle your old tier 1 rocket to get your components? That is so funny. So, unfortunately, I already used part of the components. Man. Yeah, I used it to get the tier 2 heavy duty plates. So, yeah, that's a pain. I would have to make more of these. Oh well. I will just continue on here. I don't know how many more of these heavy-duty alloy ingots I need. I probably won't need 18 more. I don't know. But we'll continue. Alright, after quite a few hours of crafting, these rockets take a heck of a lot of time. All these components and everything, but I think I've gone and gotten everything. I ended up completing the quest, so I got that one done. Then I ended up needing a whole bunch more heavy-duty alloy ingots, so I ended up completing that, and that opens up a whole bunch of different quests here. So it is worth it to do this quest, which leads all to the other ones, because you do get helpful items in crafting the next tier. Did I just forgot to complete that? There we go. Compressed steel I probably use the most of. Let's go ahead and throw that in there, but here is everything, and I think this is all the stuff we need for the tier 2 rocket. So let's go ahead and try to build this. Fortunately, there is no way to shift click this in. It's down there. And those, I think. I'm curious if this is is it like a shaped recipe, or is it shapeless? Like, could I do it over? I've never tried, because usually I'm doing it while recording. I think it was like that, wasn't it? Yeah. All right. There we go. Tier 2 rocket. Let me just double check here that I have, yep. So that could have been annoying if I didn't complete that quest first. So always be careful with checking this. So let's go ahead and craft it up for my tier 2 rocket. Feels pretty good. Now, the rockets I'm going to take the industrial TNT. Although I didn't look at Space Invader Mars. Curious if that does anything. And I don't know, I completed a quest for something. I don't know what it completed. Alright, so we got compressed dash, I think we get from Mars. I didn't do the stuff for the moon buggy because I need another schematic, and I didn't have a rocket, obviously, because I smelted it down. But the small kind of issue with that is it needs a whole lot of stuff as well. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, this isn't too terrible, but this thing is so annoying to make. But anyway, so there is that. I got my tier 2 rockets. Now, one thing I didn't know is this. I need to get thermal padding because apparently, depending on the planets, you can either freeze to death or suffer from heat exhaustion in an overly hot environment. So that is something I'm going to have to deal with, and I did not know that was a thing. So I need enchanted fabric, which I need 24 of these. Ugh. But good thing I have done some Thaumcraft, and I did kind of look ahead here. So I planted a whole bunch of cotton, kind of preparing for that while I was doing all the other things. Now I'm probably gonna have to sit here with a watering can, kind of collecting more of this, I think. But I just kind of dug up some of my crops because obviously I'm using tin cans, so I don't have to worry about different types of food. Alright, but I'm going to have to craft up this suit here. So I'm going to have to do the enchanted fabric, and I'm going to have to fill up my wand multiple times because I need about 100 and something aspects to do this. I also need quite a lot of string. I know there is a synthetic string, but I don't know if I'm quite there yet. It's not... No, not graphene wire. This. No, that's not... Probably a fluid solidifier. That's what I'm guessing. Naphtha with saltpeter. Oh, wait. Holy cow. That is super easy. That's all I have to do to get... And that's like unlimited string. Wait, hold up. That's all I gotta do? Alright, so that's how we're gonna be getting all the string that I'm gonna need. I don't think I have a ton of string left. I only have 35. But anyway, let me get this suit crafted up, or at least the enchanted fabric, and we will continue. Alright, so as I was crafting up my enchanted fabric, I actually ended up completing this quest, and if I look at it, I get 8 enchanted fabric from that. So we're going to go ahead and take that for this quest. Now I also need... What did it say? 96 aluminum foil, which is what... Oh, that's not good. I know I have a bunch over here. Alright, so I need to cook up more aluminum as well. I wasn't quite prepared for this. So we need our aluminum, and then this meteoric iron string, which is... Okay, so I need 90 sticks, which is a stack and a half. So I need... What is that? 24. 24 long iron, or meteoric iron. Alright, so I'm actually going to have to cook up this, unfortunately. But the meteors actually weren't... They ended up not being that terrible to find. Yeah, so let me come back when I get the rest of the components for this, and we will craft this thermal suit. Alright, we got everything we needed. Now this meteoric iron string is a 30-second recipe, so that does take quite a lot of time. So here we go, I got those. So thermal cloth. I guess we'll just throw all this in here. And do the recipe there. It's 24, I have some extra cloth left over. I need to craft up the set, the thaumaturge set, to save on V. Alright, so thermal padding. Oh man, does this need to be... Yeah. Why can't I just do this in a crafting table? Like, is this really necessary? I guess they want to gate it. Let me just... I think I have a... Yeah, I do. Oh. Why doesn't that... Is it out? Oh, it's out of... No, it's not out of power. Oh, it is out of... Can I just put this in anything? No. Of course not. Wow, I can't believe I actually ran out of power. How many episodes ago did I craft this thing? I mean, that lasted a heck of a long time. I need a wireless charger. That's what I need. Alright, I'm just gonna... That's good for now. Alright. So, gotta be careful with this, because if I put the whole stack in, then it'll, like, cook it all up, and I don't want that. What's that? 8, and then I'm guessing 7 and 4. Yep. And there we go. So I think I just put this in. I don't know if I need... I probably don't need that. Watch, I'll probably need it now. I'll take... Not that I even need aluminum, to be honest. Oh, look at this. 1,000. Holy cow, that's a lot of coins. I feel like... I don't know. It seemed a bit crazy for completing that. Anyway. What is this? A grapple? I'll have to check that out. But before I do that, I think we just put this on, right? There we go. So that should protect me. So I got everything. We got our tier 2 rocket. Now, after I got the quest completed, I'm going to go ahead and add some chests to this. I didn't realize you could just do it in a crafting station, and you'll get the rocket with the chest. But I'm pretty sure you need to do just the regular rocket to complete the quest. But I thought you had to do it in here when you crafted it, but apparently you don't, which is pretty cool. Alright, so let me go ahead and... I need some more. Maybe another canister. And I'm going to grab some more fuel here. Oh, I added a tank here, as we can see. So, and then I'm pulling the fuel for my combustion generators out of the tank. So basically I'm just producing as much fuel as I can right now. Instead of storing the sulfur or the light fuel, I'm storing the fuel instead of the light fuel. But sooner than later I want to upgrade my fuel to the cetane boosted diesel. I'm kind of at that point that I can do that now. I'm assuming I can just put this on. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So there's like the little boosters on the side that'll get us to Mars. Let's go ahead and grab some oxygen. I don't need that much. We'll grab one of those. Grab that. I have one of these. I have no idea how much fuel this is going to need. Alright, and I also put a tank with a pump on the side to make this a little easier because I got tired of the empty cells being voided and then having to put one of these tanks down. Alright, but I think I have everything I need. Let's fill this up. Alright, got plenty of fuel to get us back. I'm gonna have to take this though, the fuel loader. Alright, and this tank I think is a bit larger than normal, but I do have an inventory, which is pretty cool. So let me come back when this is ready, and we will head to Mars. Alright, I got everything I think to get back. I got all my stuff, so let's head to Mars. I'm curious how much fuel this is. I did put 100% fuel in here. Usually going to the moon doesn't take that much. But I did put that much in this time. I got my energy crystal, I got the fuel loader, I got some extra fuel, I got my fluid tank, so I think we're good here. Now I have no clue what time of day it's going to be when we get to the moon, unfortunately. Or not the moon, when we get to Mars. I don't know how the days work. I know on the moon the days last a lot longer. Not sure how Mars works. And I just realized I forgot to bring torches. So if it is dark, that could be kind of bad. But I guess we will... Not Mercury. I know where my planets are. That Venus. So you can actually create a space station here as well. I did not know that. All right, let's go. Let's land on Mars. And I'm just hoping it's daytime because, like I said, I forgot to bring... I forgot to bring... So it looks like it is nighttime. I must be on the ground. There we go. Alright, so unfortunately it is nighttime. I wonder if you can actually, like... Can you sleep? Now that I'm, like, thinking about it. On Mars. Is that, like, a thing? Alright, so that is something you gotta be careful with. The lander is broken by projectiles. Thankfully it dropped my stuff, but that could have been really bad. Alright, but here we go. We are on Mars, the red planet, and as we can see, it's pretty red. Nothing here. I'm just kind of thinking, this is actually a really good place to farm kills for the kill quests that we get. Where are they? Kill all things. So it's like a really good place to... Wow, all these have been completed, and I didn't even realize. They give lots of coins and stuff. Alright. So that is Mars. I'm going to have to do a bunch of kind of searching around for all the different veins and stuff. And I'm going to need to head to... the moon as well and get my miner, I think, but I need to find the veins first. Are these? Were these holes here the whole time? I feel like they weren't here. Am I just crazy? I don't know. I don't remember all these holes being here when I landed. Maybe I didn't notice them. But anyway, so that's Mars. I will go ahead and find all the... I'll use the prospector and try to find the different veins. I'm curious what... Is that ice? Yeah, it looks like ice. So apparently there's ice on them. On Mars. What happens when you break it? Apparently you can have water on Mars. That's kind of funny. I'm assuming that's just regular water. Alright, but I also need to find... The other thing I need to find is the Mars dungeon, so I can complete the quest. And yeah, we'll be back next episode, and we will continue to progress. And yeah, feels pretty good. We finally got to a new planet. Kind of opened up my progression a bit. But anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good one.